There we go. Coffee Talk. Transform. Coffee Talk was the first game I think I ever watched on stream. So I actually somehow managed to avoid Coffee Talk as a whole. I very little stream actually came with it. I like the sounds though, they did set the mood. I'm gonna, after stream, I'm gonna bookmark those because I didn't think that combination of videos that I found were good to have for background music, background audio. First things first, how's the music right now? It might be a little too loud, is what I'm thinking, but you hear it better than I do for how you hear it. Because my audio levels are not your audio levels. Obviously. A bit loud compared to you? Okay, sounds good to me. Well, now I have two separate opinions. Let's do that then. Let's do that. I think that's fine. Turn it down a small touch then. Just the music. Bit loud in comparison to you. Okay, Bulba, so now you're just lying to me. Alright. So, Bulba, we gotta talk. Bulba, come here. Come here for a second, Bulba. Why are you lying to me, Bulba? Why are you lying to me? Is it still loud or is it good now? Maybe these ladies need to open their ears more. Is the audio still too loud? I turned it down 1. I can turn it down another 1 if we need to. Waiting for... It's good? Alright. Now Bulba's gonna tell me it's too quiet. I can't hear it. Is it? Alright, play a game. People just want to piss off the streamer, so they'll say it's okay. Oh, that's fair. Or Bulba's just deaf. Seattle, 2020. City filled with dreams and madness. A time when the Great War between races is but a footnote in history. A time when anyone can dream of being whatever they want to be. And have those dreams crushed before they can even be discussed. But still, it is a place and time where anything can happen. Writing a game designed by these people, okay. Seattle, you ain't special. It is when the elves have left the forest to build their startups. When the dwarves have emerged from their caves to start their automotive empires. When the orcs have put down their axes and started using computers to improve their lives. And when humans live among them, as driven as ever. It's a city that holds the many dreams and stories of its people. Art by these people. Most of these stories are left untold. But some few find solace in the embrace of bricks and wood and glass. Your voice sounded like you were describing a utopia then. Dreams crushed. Yeah, it's so inspirational. It's like, it doesn't work out. They're told over drinks, then take up residence in some strangers' memories. Programming by these people. In one corner of the city stands a coffee shop. A place that is only open when the sun is sleeping. Again, for those of you who don't know this piece of lore about me, this game is kind of my dream. In the future at some point, and it might not ever happen, but I would love to open a late night coffee shop. And I've talked about it with some people already. Some people might not have heard this before. But I want to open a late night coffee shop. And I've talked with Conway, because she does ceramics, of doing like a coffee shop ceramics combination where she like makes mugs and we sell them in the coffee shop. And you get a discount on coffee. And if you bring it back, you get another discount on your coffee. I just love the idea of this late night coffee shop where like it's in the middle of the night, it's raining, you're trying to find somewhere to go, and this coffee shop's open. You sit down, get like a cup of coffee, maybe something small to eat, and you just are able to sit there and like it's just like cozy and it's so simple. But not in Seattle. Fuck those guys. I'll buy Conway's Most and put your coffee in it. Well, I appreciate that. If it ever happens. I've always wanted one of those. Yeah, I think it would be such a cool idea. And I just really, really wish I had the resources to do that. Bookstore corner? Yeah. Yeah, it's like a coffee library, book cafe, the better accurate. Live above it. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be super cool. A place where people share their stories. Well, not coffee, but something will eventually... Well, yeah, there of course needs to be other stuff at this coffee shop. And these are their stories. Tuesday, September 22nd, 2020. Okay, that might need to go down a little bit. Well, oh, it's you. Hey, Single, how's the night so far? It's calm, as usual. We've got a slight problem, though. Huh? What happened? My supplier made some logistical errors. I don't have half my ingredients today. Man, that's a bummer. Don't worry. I can still serve the caffeine you desperately need. That's good to hear. Anyway, let me set things up first. You're our first customer, after all. Don't worry, take your time. I love the colors. Yeah, I do love the colors where, like, a lot of it's very kind of muted, but then you get, like, characters like Freya, where, like, her hair is very bright, and it's still, like, this calming kind of atmosphere, but it does, like, show the personality really, really well in characters through this. I'm a writer, not an editor. So, I'm used to taking things slow. Writer's block again? You got that right. What are you writing now? You remember my plan to... Yeah, ambiance needs to go down just a tad. There's sound effects. Pardon the interruption. Machine's ready. You want your triple shot espresso now? Yes, please. And if you forget how to make it, just check your phone, okay? Anyway, I really need that triple shot espresso. Okay, let me do this. There we go. Let's do that. Base. Coffee. Primary. Coffee. Secondary. Coffee. That's an espresso for you. Freya, storyteller. Birthday, 29th of January. Writer for the Evening Whispers. Talks about mundane things, art, and life in general. Georgie. Birthday, 1st of June. Gala. Birthday, 13th of September. Yes, how you make all this stuff. Evening Whispers. Your free trial will start tomorrow. Thank you for subscribing to our fiction plan free trial. You have active subscription to our fiction plan and will start receiving your daily short stories tomorrow. Hope you enjoy the content we provide. PM. Welcome to... What, are you bad-mouthing? Meanity, you tired? Go get some rest. You're busy. If the kiddos allow you. I don't know if that's a thing you're allowed to have. Good old espresso. Drench it? No, serve it. You're getting on thin ice there. 1 cup of triple shot espresso. Special for my only customer tonight. That aroma. Exactly what I need. Anyway, where were we? Your plan to do something? Yes, that. It's not that I hate writing stories for the newspaper, you know? But it seems like the right time for something bigger. So, a novel? Yes. It sounded so simple when I was making the plan. At least you still have your job. In case things go awry. Did I say something wrong? No, you were right. You said something I should have thought about myself. What are you talking about? You know who owns the Evening Whispers? GRA Media, right? Yes. And they're also the biggest book publisher in the country. So, when an opportunity presented itself, I took it. What do you mean by opportunity? Well, I bumped into one of the big guys on the elevator, so naturally I pitched my book idea. Come on, don't look at me like that. Are you for real? Yeah, I know. It was such a stupid thing to do. So, how did they react? Thankfully, he'd seen my short stories, so he challenged me. If I can get a draft ready in a month, he'll pull some strings and get the fiction publishing division to sign me up for a publishing deal. That sounds great. And what's your job at the Evening Whispers? Do you have time to do both? That's the hard part. I've been secretly working on the novel during office hours, and I'm falling behind on the newspaper's deadlines. If the chief finds out, she'll probably kick me out. Oof. Well, at least you've got a month to finish the initial draft. That was last week. Again, don't look at me like that. How far along are you? I assume the number of words you have written is not too far off from 0. Hey, that's rude. I've written some stuff, you know. May I see it? Well... It was so bad that, well, after reading it, I decided just to delete everything immediately. So... 0? Yes. I really need to finish it in, at most, 2 weeks. And I'll use the extra week to polish and do some editing. No rest moving furniture. That seems to be like the bad thing to do when you're in pain. Sounds like a plan. If you could pull it off. I know, you don't need to be so cynical about it. That's why I'm here today. I'm hoping to find some inspiration. I wrote some of my best short stories here, you know. Really? Glad this place could be of service. Oh, it looks like someone's coming. Welcome. Hey there. Hello. Good evening. We're here, miss? Yes, please. I'm not really sure what to order, though. What do you recommend? That depends highly on your mood. I'm just here to meet my boyfriend. Not planning to be awake all night, so definitely no coffee. Also, guess what clothing option I found in Pokemon Legends ZA? Did you find sports shorts? Oh gosh. How about something chocolatey? It's perfect for this weather. That's a good idea, actually. Thank you. Oh, not booty shorts? You're welcome. Anything with chocolate in it, please. Booty shorts been found day 1. We'll get you a dark chocolate. So, chocolate. That's what you want, right? Pain won't go away, life will always continue. You gotta rest up, though. But a certain worm boy wasn't happy there wasn't regular shorts. I see. 1 cup of chocolatey goodness. Thank you. So warm. So, you're waiting for your boyfriend? Yes, he should be here soon. I like the yeah. That's one of the things that I think is super It's super small, but I think it's so creative. Like they all have custom phones and everything. I pressed the wrong button, so I apologize. I skipped a dialogue line. You went from empty to 3 customers in 1 night. I thought this place would be more crowded, considering it's the only coffee shop that's still open after midnight around here. Because it's the only coffee shop that still opens past midnight, it's mostly empty. Now that you mention it, is it good for business having the coffee shop open only at night? Definitely not. Is it just me, or is Alexander Hamilton elderly? Never seen Hamilton. Yup, what she said. And why? I just love doing it. And there's always someone longing for a warm drink at this hour. That's fascinating. Pardon me for asking, but how can you survive running the coffee shop like this? That's a secret. Single here is damn rich. That's the secret. Oh, really? She's exaggerating. Don't worry about it. Single can manage. I'm sure this place isn't going bankrupt anytime soon. So you'll still have a weird, quiet place to meet up at night. That's good to hear. By the way, are you a regular here? I don't really have anywhere else to go. I'm a writer who works best at night in a coffee shop. Not so many options for that. Ah, no wonder. She's a pretty good writer, you know. You can find some of her stories in the Evening Whispers. Shut up. Wow, that's really interesting. What kind of things do you cover? I cover the stories of people around town. Personal, interesting, weird stories. I also contribute to their short stories. I love their fiction. You wrote those stories? Thank you. I wrote most of them, but not all. That's so cool. And are you here to write a new piece? I should be, but I don't even know what to write about. Welcome. Hi. Sorry to keep you waiting. No, I don't like that voice, because you'll see why. It's okay. I had a nice chat with the fine folks here. Hi there. Hey, Single, can I get a caramel frappe? Right now I got lattes, I got milk teas, I got matcha, I got black tea. I got that stuff. You just gotta check in. What voice do I want to give you? Hello. Hi, would you like to order something? Huh. Surprise me. What kind of order is that? Well, I don't really know what to order. You have any preferences, sir? Something bitter to keep me awake, with milk. Oh, and draw some latte art on it. Thank you for the water time, I appreciate it. I'm drinking... I suppose I'll actually drink water instead of the coffee beside me. It was indeed water time. Alright, something bitter to keep you awake with milk and draw some latte art on it. Well, how about a latte? I think that's something, that's coffee with milk with latte art is a latte. Alright, now you're gonna see how absolutely horrible my art skills are. Because if I remember correctly, like the normal thing is like here and then you do something like that. You can kind of like etch it out a little bit. Latte 54 espresso shots? No. Let me do this. I want to fill this out a little bit more. I was going to say he described a latte by name. Yeah, exactly. He described exactly what a latte is and says, oh, I don't really know what I want. Something with latte art, preferably. That is a latte. That's what you get. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Here's your order. Is this what you call latte art? That's cute. Not bad. I appreciate you hyping my ego. Here's your oolong tea with milk and latte art. Exactly. Perfect. Anyway, I was distracted by some work. Plus, there's the rain. It's okay, Baileys. I was having a nice chat with them. Oh yeah, I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm Baileys. Oh my, where are my manners? I haven't introduced myself either. My name is Lua. Hi, I'm Freya. Nice to meet both of you. I'm single. Hey, did you know that Freya here is a writer for the Evening Whispers? Oh, really? I've done some work for them a few times. Oh? What kind of work? I'm a freelance designer and illustrator. I've done some caricatures and infographics for the paper. I assume you're in contact with Steve? Yep, he's a nice guy to work with. Can I get 53 espresso? No, you can get like at most 3. Because like if I give you 53 espresso shots and then something bad happens, I'm now legally liable for it. So you get like 3 at most. My back had to fix a minor tech thing. Would Jerry break? Oh really? No, he isn't. But I've dealt with worse clients. Way worse. Yeah, I'm glad he's in the design and visuals department. Can he get 53 tequila shots? Also no. I wouldn't be able to stand working with him directly. Come on. He's tough to deal with, but definitely not the worst. Oh, of course. She got her new camera, has a built-in mic. OBS defaulted to that mic. Yeah, that'll do it. No matter how deep you go, there's always another layer of hell. You usually deal with bad customers here. The only bad customers this late at night are lost drunks or criminals. That sounds really bad. Nah, they're easy to handle. It's because you're good with your fists. I mean, I actually am. Not as good as your coffee making skill, though. That's actually accurate. Well, no, I don't. My fists might be better than my coffee making skills in real life. I don't know. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. You're welcome. Anyways, I really need to start writing whatever it is that I'm going to write, so I'll leave you two in the hands of our friendly neighborhood barista. Lua. Birthday, 2nd of October. Votre ame est un paisage choisi. Probably completely wrong, but I tried my best. Bailey's, August 10th. Freelance designer and #1 pumpkin spice fan. I don't like pumpkin spice. I don't. You might like it, and I'm not gonna yuck your yum. I just don't like pumpkin spice. Not my thing. Where are you going to write? Oh, not far. Just over at that table in the corner. Next to the windows. That's my spot. Oh, okay. Have fun. Can I just get... No. No, you may not. I'll try. Good luck. Thanks. Should we move to the other seats too? Nah, here's good. Okay then. So, how was your day? It was fine. Work was nothing special. I finished my proposal early so I could get out of the office. Bobby, you good? Plus, my boss was in a really good mood all day. I thought your boss was always a happy-go-lucky person. Well, he is. But today he was happier than usual. I'm not sure what happened, but it was great seeing him smile so much. What about you? Any problems with your latest client? Yeah, this one's a real pain in the ass. You know those memes that depict terrible clients? I want tablet. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense now. Yeah, mobile/tablet timeouts are... No, you're good, Bobby. It's all good. I get it. The UI on tablet is straight garbage. Well, she fits all the bills. I could go on forever complaining about her, but that won't help me a bit. You should make a meme about her. And lose my current project for a minute of laughter. That might be worth it. You should ask Single here about how to deal with annoying clients. Yeah? How do you usually deal with annoying customers? The ones you don't need your fist to take care of. I do have my own methods, but it wouldn't be wise to talk about customers to other customers. That's one good lesson to learn for the day. I banned them, that's how. I kicked them out. Your parents. So, you've talked to them. We did. Didn't end well? No. What'd they say? A lot. They won't give us a chance at all? Anyone but in health. That's what they said. How about you? More or less the same. I got into a fight with my old man. That's why I'm staying at Farron's place now. They kicked you out? You don't have to do this, you know? They're your family. I can't stand even one more second being a part of them. I might not have a stable income, but I can manage. But still, you don't know what they said about you last night. I'm sorry. What did they say about me? About my race, I assume. Forget it. I want to know. Just the same old shit. Mumbling about how elves are holy creatures, about our immortality, about how even if I outlive you... What? Nothing. About how if you outlived me, no other elf would want to be with an elf that's already been tainted by a lowly succubus? That's exactly what they said. So this is it then. The end of our relationship. It doesn't have to be. You know, our families will never agree. We can just continue like this. What do you mean? They don't need to know we're still dating. Because that works out every time. Yeah, I've been here, done that. Yeah, you can totally hide the relationship for a super long amount of time. I know from experience how long you can hide relationships, and it's not long. Yeah, Conway and I had a similar experience. I'm not a secret, bitch. Hey. No, Bobby, please. They didn't need to find out this way. That sound might have been real bad for you. We can just continue the way we've always been. Without them knowing. And then what? Fuck you. Fuck you, Seattle. You ruined my life. You took all my money. You ruined my relationship. Fuck you, Seattle. We're gonna be hiding a relationship for the rest of eternity? We're not like humans, you know. We can't just elope. And you won't get permission because you're too old. Lua, I don't care about permission. I'll be glad to sever my family ties if I have to. I can't let you do that. You'll lose your immortality. If I get to spend my life with you, I don't mind. I don't mind it one bit. You're making this hard for both of us. You feel happy when you're with me? Of course I do. And you don't need any more reasons. You know we're perfect for each other. You don't even need to look deep down. Trust me, we can do this together. I can't think about this clearly right now. We'll talk later. Wait. I'm sorry you had to listen to our problems. That's alright. This coffee shop has seen all kinds of stories. I do hope yours will have a happy ending. I hope so too. You have any alcohol? No, I wish. Sadly, no. That's a bummer. Well, do you have anything that's warm and can calm me down? Like green tea lattes? Green tea lattes? I'll take one. Sorry, it's fine. I you know, just when we answer the question, don't push it. I give my mods freedom where they can say like, hey, if you're doing a little too much, I give them the freedom to be able to handle that. But no, it's fine. Just keep note, right? Like we don't, because it was the same question like 8 times. Green tea, milk. Alright, latte art. Alright, let's see what I can do here this time. Let's do something like this. Okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad start. Okay, this is not going at all how I want it. That's fine. What do I want? I'm running out of milk. That seems to be a problem. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting some milk in there. All right, cool. Oh, thank you for the latte, redeem. Yeah, we got a cool, nice little thing for that now. Okay, I see a vision. Bits are funny to a point. Repeated bits lose their funny quick. Don't forget who runs this. That's true. Bobby does run the ship here. I have a vision in my head. Oh, hi Kirby. Hello Kirby. This is an interesting break in the ambiance. Is it a dragon? Kind of. That's kind of what I'm going for. It's not great, but it's kind of what I'm going for. Yeah. He gave a little kiss to the edge of the cup too. Look at that. Rip it and ship it. Reminds me of old Europe coat of arms dragon. That's what it ended up turning into. Excuse you. Ren taking the credit. What's Bobby taking the credit for? What's Bobby taking the credit for? Here's your green tea latte. Oh, thank you for the head pats as well. I appreciate it. This is good. Thank you for this. By the way, are you married? Skipping the question. Oh, I told her. Alright, fair enough. Me? No. You have someone you love? I love this coffee shop. But I'm sure that's not the answer you're looking for. I didn't really have any expectations. To ban his bubble wasn't doing his job. Just sitting there talking about clothes. I quit. I'm out. No, Meanity. No, Meanity. Stay. I appreciate the viewership. I need a fucking emote. That is an emote. So the emotes oh crap, I need to add those to my emote list. And this is not the time to do it, but I'm gonna do it now. Leave was one of them, and it was I need a pout emote. I feel like it's too on brand at this point to not have a pout emote as well. Give a little You can't choose who you fall in love with. You only want me as I don't only want you as a number. That is not true. Meanity, don't make me start talking good about you again. I do not just want you as a number. I appreciate your viewership and your companionship. Your friendship. Too cute. I know, right? I love it's such a cute emote. You can if you try hard enough. But at least that's what my old man said. He really is one pretentious elf. But I guess all of them are. Entitled, pretentious, immature douchebags. At least you have an eternity to learn and change. I was doing duties when your mods were. Were you? I see what you're saying now. You were the bug in their ear, maybe? Or has an eternity to be an eternal asshole. Anyway, I need to go now and probably drink myself under until the sun rises. There's still a while until sunrise. I'm working. That's. I know you guys got your own lives. I have no expectations for any of you. But I do appreciate the work you guys do for me. More time to drink then. See you around. See you around too, Miss Freya. Thank you. Do visit again. I'm in your walls? Probably not. My walls are actually really, really bad. They don't have proper insulation, so when winter hits, my room's gonna be about 50 degrees, and in the summer, my room's like 80-something degrees. So, yeah, my walls just have really bad insulation. You were tuning a guitar? Oh, you gotta start playing guitar? Start hitting us with some guitar? Play Wonderwall. Play Axolotl Dive Bar. You were listening from the corner? Yeah. Or souls. I ate the cotton candy, that's why it's bad. That's my insulation you're eating. No? Damn. I hope they find a way to be together. Me too. Anyway, I need to leave. I've got to get up earlier than usual tomorrow. It was a kid's guitar? Alright, I'm not gonna say. I had a bit. It was a little mean, and I'm not gonna say it. Okay. I think I'm gonna close up shop after this. That's pretty early. I know. After the rest of the deliveries come in tomorrow, I'll open as usual. Okay, you have a good night then. So, a ukulele, so who you gonna fake an apology for? Yeah, who's got the Google Docky out? Okay, you have a good night then. You too. There we go. Cafe latte. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Toddler started messing with the tuning, so it doesn't matter. So the whole point, you spent all that time tuning a guitar only for your toddler to then say, nah, I'm good. No, this one has 6 strings, ass. No. This game's just very creative, and I enjoy it very much. And we also have a ukulele. I used to... Conway used to be able to play the ukulele. Kid's guitar never see. No, never. I'm pretty sure they're designed after like 2 strums to be out of tune. But yeah, Conway used to play the ukulele. I played the piano, a bunch of auxiliary percussion, and again, I'm relearning my electric drum set. And by relearning, I mean it's still in the box. And it's been for like a month and a half, because I don't have space in that room yet. Don't worry about it. What else do I play? It's also got plastic nylon strings, like a classical guitar. Oh, what kind of baby guitar is this that's got like the classical guitar nylon strings and everything? What kind of lap of luxury is this kid living in? I'm gonna need to pick up that room, by the way. Once I like clean it, I can give you a pic of like the empty room if that's what you're asking for. So of course they won't stay tuned. That's fair. I played mandolin. Yeah, I remember you were telling me about like the instruments you played because it's super cool. Yeah. So I'll let you know, Bobby, whenever I clean it out. Can you buy me NASA? I can't even buy myself like a toy NASA plane. What are you talking about? Can I buy you NASA? I do not have the funds, the means, the interest. Let's go to the next day. I played piano once upon a time ago. So funny enough, Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020. Funny enough, I used to so when I was learning the piano, I was actually learning from my old band director in school. And I had like lessons with my band director. And like, oh yeah, we're going to show up every week for these lessons. And I'll teach you the piano. I had one lesson, and then they never scheduled another lesson again. So I just had to kind of start to teach myself. The problem is coming from auxiliary percussion, if you don't know, a lot of times, unless you're playing like a marimba, or a xylophone, you don't have to read music that much. Because it's just notes, right? It's just rhythm. Even a timpani, it's just 3 of them. So you just go top, middle, underneath. So you don't have to read music much. So I couldn't read music when I was learning the piano that well. I had to sometimes 5. Yeah, sometimes 5 on a timpani. But even then, it's 5 notes, right? You can just see how high they are, and you can guess which notes you're supposed to play. So I couldn't like necessarily like read music. So I had to teach myself music by looking at like tabs videos. So like It would be like a video where you'd have like the notes flying down the screen. It was almost like a rhythm game. You were just playing it on an actual piano. And I learned to play a few songs. I learned to play like Still Alive from Portal. I learned to play like I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, Welcome to the Black Parade. Can you take me on a coffee date, please? I'm taking all of you on a coffee date right now, Bobby. Like, first off, Mika Maka, I'm taking you on a coffee date right now. Bobby, what do you mean you won't even take us? We're on one right now. I had to learn all the scales because I was a two-man percussion band in high school. I had to cover so many instruments at the same time. I took music theory in college. Didn't help. Wasn't easy. I took music theory in high school. I can agree. It did not help. All I learned how to do was make stuff sound really ominous. That's all I learned how to do. But they didn't like teach me how to read music. Discord? Yes, yes, yes. Yes. There you go. Stuff's been done. That's funny. You, what was that? Chimes, xylophone, marimba, bells, bass, snare, set, tempo block, slapstick, set. Yeah. That's basically what I did. That's what I did for like auxiliary percussion as well. I had to just do so much. I'm leaving. Oh gosh. But yeah, it's just one of those matters where it was just like a thing where I had to learn like so many instruments. I played like an engine block at one point. I've talked about that before. I played like an engine block. So that was interesting. That was weird. I didn't know about that. When I played like, so I had to play indoor percussion for a lot of my high school career. I did marching band as well, but a lot of where I learned most of my percussion skills was in indoor percussion and then playing in plays. Like playing for plays was fine. I enjoyed doing that. I played for Jekyll and Hyde because I had too much anxiety to be on stage at the time, but I didn't have enough anxiety to just be in the pit playing stuff. How does one play an engine block? Well, I'll have you know. You get metal hammers and you just when they tell you to, you just bang on it in different ways. It was such a bad sound. But like the whole point of the show was like high energy, like New York taxi drivers was the theme of the show. Here's a possible emote idea unrelated to the current conversation. Yeah. Oh, the flip. I can add that to the list. Do you say anything on metal trash cans? Was so damn funny. Yeah, so I did that on like an engine block. So there was that. Let me add that to my idea list so I don't forget. Flip off. Yeah, there's that. Let's go to the next day. Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020. Zombie virus from Africa may have reached Seattle. Seattle groceries, distribution problems, harm local restaurants. You don't say. I didn't have anything. I had like 3 things. You mean to still be in just chatting? Nope. I'll change it. I've very much forgotten on that. I've very much forgotten. I've forgotten that part because I'm just like yapping for so much that I forgot. Oh, that's really good too. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it. I just haven't gotten to it. That and a hammer. Fire plans to enforce stricter regulations to manage illegal immigration. Not gonna get to that conversation. Good evening. Good gracious. We have more stuff. Bailey's. Myself summary. Freelance designer, museum, and art gallery frequenter. Art school graduate. Will draw and design for food and shelter. Oh, you didn't see the finger. What is wrong with you? Can't you just enter like a normal customer? I'm sorry. Minty has some fun with. Oh, that table slam one is so good. That's such a good one. I love that table slam. But I'm excited to share this with you. What are you talking about? I know what to write for my novel. Is it one of your impulsive, temporary ideas again? The table slam, the wind up and follow it. Yeah, exactly. He pulls back and then slams. It's so good. Hey, don't be rude. I'm being serious here. Okay. Just tell me, what are you gonna write about? This coffee shop. What? I'm gonna write stories about this coffee shop and the people who come here. I have the keyboard one I use for the jellyfish phase. Is it like still on your channel? Are you for real? Yes. What if I say you can't do that? I'm not asking permission. That's like a breach of the customer's personal lives, you know. Relax, I know that. I just need some inspiration from this place. No, I just have the original animation. Ah, okay, fair enough. The stories themselves will be loosely based on what I hear and see here. How loosely based? Knifewalker novel versus movie level, loosely based. The old one? Of course I'm talking about the old one. That's already very different, you know? You can't get more different than that. I mean, it's not like I can tell you not to write about a coffee shop, right? No, you can't. I'm done. Yeah, everyone give claps for Bobby. Bobby, congratulations on finishing work. Everyone, big hypes for Bobby. Congratulations, Bobby. Unless you mean you're done in the sense of like you're defeated, of which case, oh, everyone's sad messages for Bobby. Yeah, hype for Bobby. No, you can't. Although you can't just ban me from coming. With work? Nice, yeah. Good on you, Bobby. Okay, you're banned. What? Just kidding. I wouldn't do that to my loyal customer. Very funny. Thanks for not banning me, though. Anyway, I'm really excited to see who's gonna come tonight. I wonder what kind of stories they'll have. Good evening, y'all. Good evening, Officer Georgie. Hey, Pop. Seems like you're in high spirits this evening, Miss Freya. And please, Single, no need to be that formal with me. We're both on duty here, hence the formalities. You're as stiff as ever. Anyway, I have a shift tonight, so I'll need the usual. You have all the ingredients today? Not everything, but more than yesterday. Except for tea. I'm out of tea. You still remember my favorite, right? Coffee with a hint of sweetness. You got that right. Make sure not to use milk. Yeah. I see your Tomodachi profile. Everyone knows you're lactose intolerant, Georgie. Anyway, a cup of sweet and healthy coffee, please. Sweet, healthy coffee. No milk, so no. Okay. I guess I could use, like, coffee, chocolate. I don't think I have that in my notes, but I think that would be fine. Well, no, because it's healthy. So would that be... Well, coffee's the base. I could use, like, honey. Coffee, honey. I don't like that flavor profile, but we could do that. I guess. That I don't like that flavor profile, but we'll go with it. I'm not a huge honey fan in general, I think. Honey coffee. Coffee with honey for the man on duty. Not everyone can manage this combination as well as you. Thank you. By the way, I haven't ordered anything myself. Provide me with the service like you gave the old pop here, please. What are you having? You still need to ask, huh? You never know. Espresso, of course. The one and only espresso. Good old espresso. A lot of espresso, though. The starless night sky for the green-haired fairy. I'm not even sure whether that's a compliment or not. This is perfect. Oh, how's everything going at the paper, Miss Fryer? Yeah, that's a weird voice. As usual, awful. He's making a risky deal with her boss. Yeah, pretty much. What kind of deal? A possibly life-altering deal. A very dangerous one at that. Okay. A deal she regretted. Not that much. Folks, seriously. Care to share the details properly? You tell him. She's secretly using her working hours to do something else. Something like writing her own novel. You got balls, I can tell you that. She does. Gee, thank you. Got a new profile. Freya. My self-summary. Journalist and short story writer. You can read my surreal and weird short stories at the Evening Whispers. Idolize and aspire to be someone like Gil Naiman or Maruki Harukami. I assume these are people who have written, like in real life, have written things, and I don't know. Yes, ma'am, I do in fact have testicles. I don't know who these are, and I will look into them after stream. He says, knowing he probably will not remember. Georgie, my self-summary, born and raised in Seattle, a lactose-intolerant cop. Your head is quite large. Moving on. How's the leap of faith going so far? That's the voice I wanted. It's not slowing down, that's for sure. And I haven't seen any safe haystacks to fall into. Good luck with that. Don't worry, she's not losing her job, at least not yet. Her life will be pretty hard if she messes this thing up, though. Thank you for the reminder. But yeah, as Single said, my editor-in-chief doesn't know about it yet. But my novel is going to be published by a parent company anyway. So technically I'm still doing work for the company. She'll be really pissed if she finds out, though. Wait, is stealing time a crime? Technically, I might have to arrest you. Hey, you do it all the time, too. Those are just coffee breaks. I'm gonna take a 10-minute nap. Alright, Bobby, you have a good nap. Although, 10-minute nap, that's incredibly difficult. Isn't it like a thing where, like, the nap time, in order to feel refreshed, is like 30 minutes? Is that the... She does that thing? Okay, she just does that. Because I thought, like, the study was, like, a 30-minute nap is, like, the ideal time for a nap, if I remember correctly. I might be just talking out my ass. 30 minutes is a sweet spot? Yeah, that's what I thought. Those are just coffee breaks. Sometimes they might take longer than they're meant to. But still, coffee breaks. You're making me feel worse by saying that. I like to wake up more tired than before instead of refreshed. I took a 30-minute nap for lunch, but I'm still sleepy. Still sleepy, EP. You should feel bad. Stop adding salt to the wound, okay? It's just a fact. I'm not even sure whether this will make you feel better or not. But if your writing career goes up in flames, the police force is always looking for people with balls as big as yours. Just don't mention that you like to do other things during working hours. I want to say thanks, but I feel like I should be offended. I'm sure you'll do just fine, Miss Freya. You have any idea what you're gonna write? I have, actually. Oh, good. What will it be about? A coffee shop and the stories people tell inside. You're letting her do that? 3K more? Nice. There's no stopping her. You say that, Smiley, until I just remove the option completely. What's wrong? Please don't write about any shady-looking police officers who love to take breaks more than they should inside a coffee shop near their post. I will definitely write about that police officer. I'll make a good comedic character. Was that a compliment, or are you making fun of me, eh? I would call that a compliment. Is it? I don't think so. Hey, so what do you have against me tonight? Singles is probably worried about losing customers due to breach of privacy. Please don't take Pippi away. I don't know, Smiley, I don't know. Because, you know, with the switch to content, I don't know if Pippi can really stay on the channel. It'd be a little too grating for people to hear, so I don't know if we want to keep Pippi or not. I'm on the fence about it. Aren't you at work? Or are you not working right now? Come on, it's not like I'll be using real names. I think it's really interesting. I'm about to leave. Fair enough. I think it's really interesting, though. Like this sort of idea, right? About a novel about like the shop and the people that come into it. I feel like in real life, like actual real life, this would be a lot less interesting than you probably think it is. Because like, obviously people have like super big life stories, and I understand that, but I feel like on like a grand scheme of things, if we took this in the actual world, there's not enough like quote unquote interesting stuff to be there the whole time. And it would be very hard, I think, to find people, because again, everyone has a really interesting life story that doesn't always translate to text very, very well. Which I think I struggle with sometimes as well, is that like you have to find a way to make like the anecdote interesting, and this happens a lot in fiction, which is why it works here. But fiction is obviously dramatized to make things a little bit more interesting, which doesn't always happen in the real world. Come on, it's not like I'll be using real names. And I'll dramatize most things I've heard, of course. That's even worse. Here's the thing. Stories I've heard, they'll only be inspiration for what I write. By the way, as someone stationed here, I assume you've heard a lot of stories from the people around here, right? No. Come on. Nope. You helped me once with one of the stories I wrote for the paper. The one with the secretly rich beggar hanging around the block. I'm sure you can give me just other I'm sure you can give me other interesting tips. I helped you more than once, actually. Wait, really? Now it's my turn to say, come on. Which stories are you talking about? You asked information about the busker, the one who's always playing his guitar, always got a rose with him. Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, poor guy. And we got your girlfriend passed during an investigation is... I don't know. It's hard. He took it quite well, to be honest. It was hard, but at least you gave him closure. He never complained that you used his story for the paper. I got his blessing before giving it to the editors. Well, at least he's become more popular since the article was published. More income for someone in his line of work. Yeah, the rose has been some kind of prop for him now. Anyway, back to the topic. Any hot tips? Okay. Have you heard about this one girl? Ooh, tell me. Lately, this girl's been coming to a coffee shop in the area more than before. She's pretty weird. I don't know what her deal is. She has bright green hair. Oh, come on. I was expecting to hear something real. You think you're not real? Well, went deep fast. Faster than my career going downhill. Hey, what's with the sudden mood? Yeah, cheer up, girl. Ugh. Sorry, I'm having mood swings because of the pressure. Okay, Conway. Conway, come here. Conway, come here for a second. Conway, we gotta talk for a second. Conway. What was that? You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding, throw cheese at me. Is this how you like to treat me? This is why you don't like me, huh? Is that you just showing you don't like me? Sorry, I'm having mood swings because of the pressure. You'll do just fine. I mean, you're great with short stories. By the way, why this coffee shop? Okay, Meanity. Alright. Alright, come. Wait a second. Alright, Meanity. Why would you do this? Why would you do this to me, alright? This is completely uncalled for. This is not necessary in this environment right now. I need... Okay, fine. Here's what's gonna happen. Okay. Alright. Yep, get it out. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, are we good? Nope, okay. Keep it going. Alright, yep. Yep, okay. You gotta run out of points eventually. Uh-huh, yep. Are we good? Okay, nope. Are we done? Nope. Alright, keep it going. Yep. There it is. Okay, yeah, uh-huh. Okay. I thought we were done. Nope, there it is. Here it comes again. Uh-huh. Maybe again. Yep. Alright. Again. Alright. Okay. Oh, you keep going. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay. Yep. Uh-huh. Keep it coming. Yep. Uh-huh. Use those points. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that again. Oh, man. Dear God. Yep. You're damn right. Alright. I think we're good now. I think now this means chat's gonna behave and be a good little chat. Alright? Chat, I just need you to be a good... Okay, well... Okay, here we go again. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm just standing in the grocery store and someone just took out a packet of cheese and just throwing it slice by slice at me. This is what I'm getting right now. Alright, are we good? Are we going to be a good little chat now? Is that what we're doing? Is everyone just gonna be a good little chat? Costco pack. Alright. Good. Am I good to go back? Alright. Cool. I'm gonna slowly go back. No overlay. 40 aerodynamic slices. I'm back to the overlay. And I'm gonna wait for the cheese message to immediately pop up on my screen. I'm gonna slowly move my mouse. Damn, you were smart enough for those to skip queue. Was I? What did I do? Oh, do they just like automatically... I think that might just be like a Tangia thing in general. Because I didn't do anything for that unless someone's sitting there on the queue. Because I guess I spend a lot of my time here, I guess. But you guys were just going to refund your points and then start throwing cheese all over again? Wait a second. Was that the plan? Was the plan to just start refunding cheese and then throwing it all back at me? And we were just going to get into this endless loop? Nah, your other mods wouldn't do that. Maybe. Uh-huh. Oh, I see what you mean. Your other mods. If it doesn't skip queue, mods can refund their own points. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought you were going. That's what I thought Meanity was going to do. I mean, normally if I like see there's a queue, I normally just refund points anyway because I don't see the point in not doing that. Obviously, from the Twitch side of things, they see the point in not doing that because why would you do that? I think it's cool for you guys to have points, so I'm going to let you guys continue to have points. It's cool. No, don't let me hear my voice. I don't want that. What about them? We go through a pretty hard time together. You know, different races, different cultures, families don't approve. I heard their story. I kind of felt their pain. What's happening to them happens to a lot of people. It's been told in fictional form countless times before. But it's always an interesting topic to discuss. Are they regulars here? Nope. The girl visited this place before, if I'm not mistaken. She was with her coworkers or clients, helping her friends sober up, I guess. You give people coffee to sober up? Of course not. Some folks request coffee, but I recommend against it. I usually end up giving them tea, hot chocolate, or just plain water. Imagine that. You go like, can I have a coffee? And then you just give you get a hot cup of water. I definitely didn't teach that to Minity, but rather just told her what I learned from Wampus. Totally. Yeah, totally. This isn't just like some form of coup. But no, I think it's just, I don't think it's me being smart. I think it's literally Tangia as a whole just has it skip Q. Unless I'm wrong. That's nice of you. I hope they don't get pissed about the wrong order. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Good for you. Anyway, look at the time. It's time for my shift. Oh yeah, go do your job, old man. Don't forget to share anything interesting you hear with me. Let's not make this a habit. Can't promise you that. Okay then, see you later, everyone. Take care, Officer Georgie. Later. I think I need to go back to my writing. No offense, but I need to concentrate like crazy. So I'll move to my usual corner. Good luck with the writing. And don't forget to keep yourself hydrated. Hydrate or dihydrate. You know how it is. Here, take this glass of water. Oh, you're just the best, Single. What do you mean? It's free, right? Like most of the places, water is just free. So like, what do you mean I'm the best? I'm just giving you something that is just free. You just don't have to walk up and ask for it. You're welcome. Okay, off to the world of imagination I go. Go on. That should do for the experiment. Someone's coming. Oh, welcome, Mr. Gala. Nice, Single. Can we sit here? Sure thing, sir. This is the place you recommended. You don't like it? It's fine. I know it's not like the coffee shops you're used to in LA. But... Gala, it's fine. Sorry to interrupt. You want to order anything? Yes. What do you want to drink? You first. Okay. Anything with coffee and ginger, please. Alright. There you go. How about just coffee and ginger? Ginger coffee. Your order is ready, sir. Thank you. How about you, sir? What would you like to order? Is it good? I like it. Not sure if it'll be your liking or not. Okay. Do you prefer hot? I prefer hot coffees. So to give perspective into this, I talked about this a little bit before, but I started drinking coffee primarily because it was just convenient for me to do so. So my coffee was always black, and it was always hot. And at this point, I've had so much hot coffee that it's just like, it's a comfort thing for me. I prefer the taste to iced coffee as well, but it's very much a comfort thing for me. I like the warm feeling of it. I just like having a hot coffee. Iced coffee, so I imagine coffee typically is like a sipping drink, right? I don't think it's necessarily a drinking drink. It's more of a sipping drink in my mind. And iced coffee, because it's iced, it's not as much of a sipping drink. It becomes more of a drinking drink, and it becomes so bitter when it's iced that I find it a lot more difficult to drink iced coffee. So I prefer hot coffee, I do enjoy the occasional iced coffee, but if you ask me like 100 times, you want a hot coffee or an iced coffee, probably 90+% of the time I'm picking a hot coffee. Just does anyone else have a preference on their type of coffee? Because like I know, especially like obviously hotter seasons, people love the iced coffee, and like I said, I like the occasional iced coffee, but even in the summer, like you'll find me drinking hot coffees most of the time. It's just so comfortable for me, and it's just that thing of just like I feel I have pretty bad anxiety. I've talked about this, but I feel less anxious when I'm drinking a hot coffee because it's so comfortable for me, and it brings like the grounded nature of the world to me. So that's why I personally prefer hot coffee. Alright. I'll have whatever he's having. Alright, enjoy your ginger coffee. Here you go. Here is your order. For some reason, I prefer ice when I go out, but hot coffee at home. I think that kind of makes sense, right? Because when you have something like a hot coffee, right, you can really, especially when you're at home, you can kind of sit and you can enjoy it with stuff, right? Like you can read, you can drink it really at your own pace, I think is a big part of it. When you're out and about, iced coffee, the worst thing that happens is it might get a little watered down because the ice melts. Hot coffee, when you're out and about and you're doing stuff, now you feel like you have to drink it in a certain amount of time frame, so you don't get to enjoy it nearly as much. Because if coffee gets cold, it becomes significantly less enjoyable. Also, like, it's refreshing, right? Like, if you're going out and you're doing something, it's refreshing to have, like, that iced coffee type of beverage. So especially if you're, like, really active and you're just, like, I need something to just, like, I need something to, like, cool me down, or I need something to just, like, re-energize me. I think iced coffee is a lot better at doing that. Already got your birthday, man. Here's your order. Except since it's fall now, I'll probably go back to hot. Just have something to warm my hands while I'm out. That's also very, very fair. I don't go out that much. Sometimes I'll go on like hikes and stuff like that. I tend to go inside to places because I have heat sensitivity. So rapid changes in temperature for me make me really itchy, and like it's to the point where like I've had multiple times where I'm just like completely frozen, like on the ground, just like convulsing itchy. That's like the level it gets to sometimes. So I get really bad with like changes in temperature. And so like obviously in the winter time I'm wearing like, well, normally I'm wearing this, but I'm wearing like a jacket, I'm wearing like a sweater and jeans. And then when I go outside, the gap in temperature between like the outside and me makes me so incredibly itchy. Like I used to run a lot, and I couldn't run outside through the winter for the past 2 years because I would get so itchy. I could get like a quarter of a mile in and then I would have to completely stop. So it became a situation where I wasn't really able to, I can't really enjoy the winter that much now. I have medication to help with it, but it makes me so tired that I can't do anything to begin with. So it's hard for me to enjoy like fall and winter at this point, which is fine, right? Like I stay inside most of the time anyway. Good choice. Anyways, how's the town treating you so far? Same old. I was surprised to see so many changes after just a few years, though. Yeah, things changed a lot in just 20 years. I'm okay in fall, but not extremes like winter and summer. I start to get it typically, like right now is fine. I took a 15-minute nap, hell yeah. But like right now it's fine because it tends to get to like 60. Like if I go outside, like right now, when it's like 40 to 30 degrees, I'm probably just gonna get exceptionally itchy as soon as I come back inside. Even this coffee shop, I believe it was a bar back then. When did you open this coffee shop? We opened around 6 years ago, mister. Hyde. My name is Hyde. Oh yeah, he's a supermodel. 8th of February, vegan vampire professional model, CP, Alyssa, phone number. From what I gathered, you're from LA, right? I am. I used to live here decades ago, though. What brings you back to Seattle? I'm here for work. I'll probably be here for a few weeks. He travels a lot. I see. You two have known each other a long time, I assume. You could say that. Yeah, I think we met not so long ago after you got married, right? It was around the 60s, I believe. Wow, that was a long time ago. Not for our kind. Wait, if I'm not mistaken, the peace treaty between the werewolves and vampires was signed in 1865. So when you guys said you met in the 60s, we talk about the 1860s? No, we met in the 1960s. We're old by some races' standards, but not that old. Although it's still fair to say we haven't seen each other in a long time. Yes, 20 years is a long time. That was the place, wasn't it? Where we first met? Yeah, when it was a bar. They moved? Bankrupt. Huh, such a pity. Uh-huh. You're happy the bar closed down? What's with the smile, if you don't mind? Nothing. I was just wondering. Will history repeat itself? I certainly hope not. I've been coming to your place since the first week you opened. You've got something special here. I won't close down anytime soon. Thank you, Mr. Gala. Speaking of, it's been quite a while since your last visit. Busy at work? Kinda. With the news about that newfound virus going viral, the hospital's been extremely crowded. Is the virus that dangerous? No one's sure about that. But most people who come here are just... I don't want to use this word, but they're just paranoid. We're still doing the same job in the same hospital. What was it called? Admission officer. And yes, I'm still a hospital admission officer there. I should have given you a promotion for your loyalty and long service. They offered me a managerial position, but I declined. I prefer doing this. To each their own. Anyway, I was wondering, do they still sell legal blood at your hospital? They do. Although people don't need to visit the hospital directly anymore. They can just order through that blood marketplace app. You talk about blood last? Uh-huh. Bloodlast got their supply from the hospital? They can't certify blood on their own. Only hospitals and the Ministry of Health can do that. They're just middlemen with a lot of sales promos. Use it often? Not really. I'm trying a new vegan lifestyle, remember? But I do know the founder of that startup. Oh yeah, how's your vegan diet going? It's not easy, but nothing I can't conquer. Excuse me for asking. By going vegan, do you mean you don't drink blood anymore? Not real blood. Synthetic blood. Synthetic blood? It'd be too complicated to explain. But basically, some scientists are working. Make some kind of blood that can satisfy my kind. Without relying on real blood. Considering real blood has some cultural and health concerns. Does it taste the same? More or less, yeah. Isn't it expensive? It is. I can afford it, though. But again, they're still working on it. Trying to make it more affordable for everyone. Would synthetic blood taste good if mixed with other ingredients? Why? You have to start selling blood-based drinks? It might attract new customers. And turn off others. Fair point. Honestly, I don't know if mixing it would taste good. Most vampires prefer drinking raw blood. Although some do try experimenting with other things. Other things? Mostly booze. But I know some mix it with not-so-legal substances. You know a lot. I work in a hospital, remember? Hey, talking about my vegan lifestyle reminded me to ask you something. About what? Your monthly fury. About a less painful method to restrain yourself? Not yet. But I do know that it's a drink. What kind of drink? A certain combination of ginger and caffeine. You ordered coffee with ginger? Yes, I'm exploring the possibilities. But this drink wasn't the one. I guess there's too much caffeine in coffee for it to be the remedy. Why don't you use the Fury sedative available in the market? I don't trust them. Besides, that sedative is too general. Each of us has our own remedy that we need to find. And sometimes the effectiveness can change as we grow older. How effective will this drink be? Enough to calm me down. And that's all I need, to be honest. At least your calming method is only a drink. I heard some werewolves need to do kinky stuff to soothe themselves down during their fury. What kind of kinky? Like BDSM? Exactly. Everyone needs to find a drug that works. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Like, I had a chat with this not too long ago. Where, like, I'm on very certain anxiety meds, and they don't really work for me. It doesn't, like, it used to do, like, a little bit for me, but now it's like, it doesn't work for me. Same with my migraine meds. I've been on 8 different migraine meds at this point, just trying to find the right one, and it's so difficult to find the exact meds that work for you, and they just don't work. You gotta find the right drugs that work for you. Yeah, it's a constantly, exactly. So it's it's a process that takes, honestly, it's one of those that also takes like such a long time to figure out, because I know, like, when I was on my anxiety meds, the ones that I'm on now that I need to change, it was like, yeah, we'll come back and see us in 2 to 3 months and let us know if it's working. And it didn't really work after 2 to 3 months, but I kind of placeboed myself a little bit to think they did at least something. So it was one of those things where just like after 2 or 3 weeks, 2 or 3 months came around, I just like stopped. I was like, I don't want to bother them. I've been to them too much. I've never gone the med route since my therapist made me try homeopathic stuff first. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Took a while to find what worked. Yeah, I mean, it takes a huge amount of time, and like, and your body can build up immunity or it can lose effects depending on exactly. Like, my body has it has a resistance to acetaminophen, but also acetaminophen makes me sick because I've had so much of it. But it's also the only thing I can take for my like actual headaches, because now like stuff like Aleve and everything doesn't do the job. My brain is hard coded into like acetaminophen now. Which is fun, you know, it's a great time. But it's don't do what I did. Don't wait like 3, 4, or 5 months to tell your doctor, hey, this isn't working for me, because like it's very easy to placebo yourself into that sort of thing. And thank you for the head pats, Lucy. I appreciate that. We're not gonna have a single sad lore moment that we have on like every other stream. We're not doing that today. Because again, I'm not drawing on to these types of things. I'm past most of this. It's just not that important. But yeah, like, you have to work to. Yeah, no sadness. Drugs, exactly. Drugs are fun. There's no. Wait, yeah. Wait a second. This channel does not condone the usage of substances outside of what they are prescribed for. Trouble also is that many times it takes a while for. Yeah, exactly. So that's why they're like, oh yeah, just wait like 2 to 3 months to see if it works. Legal drugs, yes, legal drugs. Legal drugs that are taken for the reason they are meant to be taken. But yeah, like, I remember like when I took my meds, like, I had 2 to 3 months. Like, okay, I'm gonna have to wait 2 to 3 months, and it could work slowly, so I'm not gonna notice it actually works over 2 to 3 months, and it's just gonna get stuck. Like caffeine in a coffee shop. Exactly, like the caffeine in a coffee shop. That's super legal. But yeah, like, it takes such amount of time for drugs to work, and a lot of times you barely notice that they're actually working, and it sucks. Then you get stuck on like this cycle of like, I'm going to try something new. Well, that new thing didn't work. Well, now I'm going to try something new. And then you get to the point where I'm at with my migraine meds, where now they've gone through most of the normal routes, that the only thing they're recommending me now is like extremely like new and experimental drugs that they think should work, but they don't know for sure. The problem with those drugs is that they're not covered by insurance because they're new and they're experimental. And they're all very expensive. So I'm just in like this weird cycle right now of getting put on between old meds that I've already been on, new meds that are experimental, that sort of thing. I also like how this entire time we had like BDSM on the center of the screen. So let's okay, well, only happens at porn. Wait, what? It's famous among our kind. Yeah, you'll know in 2 weeks or a month, and if they don't, it's another few weeks. Exactly. So then, like, you take it for a month, you're like, it's not working. Like, okay, we'll test you, but you have to wean off of this other medication first. Which takes forever to get it completely out of your system. BDSM is also something you should ease into as well. Do not take there are proper ways to do it. Handle, be safe. That's what I would say. Be safe around it. This went on quite the railroad. we were just talking about coffee, and then it turns out we've moved on to the substances and BDSM. This is the joys of just like rambling on Twitch and just like talking about random stuff. You don't have to feel ashamed if you like watching that kind of thing, you know. Hey, a friend told me about it. Well, he was pulling your leg. Damn. I mean, having sex as a calming method is pretty common. But normally we stick to vanilla stuff. Come to think of it, it would be pretty brutal doing bondage stuff during the fury. Exactly. So, continuing with your story. Nah, I'ma jump in full foot. No. Things can go. Flared bass, alright? If there's anything you learned about this, flared bass. How far along are you in finding the ingredients for the remedy? So far, all I know is it involves ginger, and probably something lightly caffeinated. Like tea, maybe. You'd better write that down. You don't want him wreaking havoc in your coffee shop. We don't have any tea today, but the next time you're visiting, maybe I can try brewing the remedy for you. That would mean a lot. Excuse me for a moment. No flared bass gone without just exactly. And you don't want to be the person that has the TikTok made about you that's like, I can't believe this thing that I found in someone. And then it's like a, I don't know, Megazord action figure or whatever. I don't know. I'm sorry, I have to go now. There's an emergency at the hospital. I think I'll go back now as well. We can share a cab. Alright. Thank you for the drink. I'll probably visit this coffee shop again before I go back. So, I'll see you around. Thank you for coming. Take care on your way home. Hey, are you done with your writing for tonight? Kinda. Those two guys. Kinda reminds me of this video I saw online. Nah, I got the figure out eventually. I got this. And you wonder why you're in pain, Minani. You wonder why you're in pain. When you're using Megazord action figures. You wonder. They were, yeah, I mean, I would not a single thing. Like, they're like, oh yeah, you watch the werewolf BDSM? No, a friend told me about it. Oh, don't worry, it's fine. We have sex all the time. I would, if there was anyone within like 35 feet of me, I'm not having that conversation. I don't know what they're on. I would prefer if you didn't start fantasizing. It's a video of a wolf pup playing with a baby tiger. Oh, you assumed I was on the receiving end. Oh. 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 You know what? It's an unfortunate circumstance for whoever was the recipient of that action. It's nice to see friendships that grow in unlikely circumstances. Oh, that video. What? What video did you think I was talking about? You know, thank you for the head pats. I appreciate it very, very much. Never mind. I was just joking. Please don't do jokes. You're really bad at it. Yes, I am.
Drink water.
Anyway, oh, thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate it very, very much. I shall become it, the moist. Anyway, it was a pretty interesting and productive night. But now I need to get some sleep. Yeah, please don't forget to get some rest. I'll see you again tomorrow, I assume. Oh, don't you worry. I'll be here tomorrow. Night-night. Be careful on your way back. Espresso. Right. But I think that's going to be the last day we do today. Let's go to just chatting for just a little bit. Not for too long, because I'm going to be ending here soon. But, no, I love... this is weird. It's silent. I don't like silent. There we go. Not silent anymore. No, I really do like coffee talk. I love games like this, right? Where you get to see, and I know it's a little bit more difficult to be interactive because I think we're all at the same point, just like listening, and we're listening to a story. And we're getting engaged in the story in our own way. And it's very hard to be interactive, I would say, from my perspective with it, because a lot of characters, a lot of story elements going on, and I don't want it to drag on. We had some good moments of tangents, which I did appreciate. But no, I love these games. I love at least this game so far, and what I've played of it, because I think that it's such a good way of just like hearing people's experiences, and even if it is over dramatized, one of them. Maybe not interactive exactly, but exactly. Yes. That's a good way to put it. It's not, I wouldn't call it interactive in the sense of like whenever we're chatting in this kind of context, it is very interactive, or like I think there's a lot that can be interacted with in this space. But when you're like reading and we're engaging in a story, we can take those moments to like stop and actively engage in sorts of conversation. Okay. Had to get that one in there. You just hit 150 points, I assume. I assume that was it. You hit 150. But yeah, I think it's really, really cool. I find the latte art making. I do also think the latte art is probably my favorite part of the game, because it's a visual novel, right? Like there's like the story is good. I think the music, the atmosphere is good. But like having that like lo-fi in the background, and like just being able to like stop for a second and play the exclamation point latte, that doesn't work. I've yet to decide how I want to handle the coffee machine. In talking with Bobby, she suggested just making it like a daily redeem, and I think it also activates if you do something else that I'm not going to say because I don't want people to do that right now. But I might make a command for it as well, and just like limit the amount people use for it. I need to. I did this today, and I want to. I'm glad that it works now, so now I can expand upon it, which is kind of my goal. 185 points. Oh, aren't you special? Aren't you so special? I don't know what was done for the coffee machine. So technically, for the coffee machine, you can set it up to be on channel points. You can set it up to be as a what am I thinking of? Like channel points, bit donations, sub donations, or commands. You can set it up to be any of those. So that's what you can do. What? What is it? What's the problem? Why are you blushing? We haven't even done anything yet. We're about to end. But yeah, it's one of those things. Like I think that I want to see where I can take it and what I can do. You know, that's kind of the route that I want to take with it. But obviously, we'll see how that progresses. I think it's going to be super interesting, where it goes from here. I'm slow. Was a good stream. Home slice bread slice talk. Yeah, I know, I know. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I'm going to raid you all in too. Bobby. Could Bobby play Little Nightmares? And I've been having a lot of fun watching Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares. For those of you, I'm gonna give the warning now. Little Nightmares. It is a horror game. Thank you for the stream was cozy. I appreciate it. That's the goal that I'm looking for here. Cozy and interactivity. Bobby's playing Little Nightmares. If you're not interested in horror games, yeah. If you're not interested in horror games, Jerry's also streaming. You can go check out Jerry. Jerry's playing The Outer Worlds as well. Can I get a shout out for Jerry? Because I'm gonna raid into Bobby. I'm gonna get the shout out to Jerry. So if people want to go see Jerry, they can go see Jerry as well. Bobby's gonna be playing Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares is a horror game, and it's pretty slow paced. The vibe in my mind is still cozy, even though it's ominous and spooky. Shout. Oh God. Oh, mean. Ugh. But yeah, I'm gonna raid you into Bobby. I really hope everybody had a good time here, and I'll see all of you guys next time. Stopping by. I'm gonna hit the button now. Also, everybody must address her as Bobby. Alright?